the European Union, the US. But also, I think Indonesia is a country which is very populous, but which is also growing quite fast. That is going to, over time, be a much more important player than it is now. And then you look in other parts of the world. Certainly, if Brazil, gets its act together, Brazil is an incredibly sort of capable economy. Mexico, because of its proximity to the United States, again, growing fast, but it has a huge problem with the drug issue within. But even in Africa, Nigeria some of my most spectacular students in class have been Nigerian.
Really?
They have really smart people. They have a very capable, but again, they're held back by, a government which doesn't work that well. So, these are all possibilities. There are other countries that are smaller that are knocking on the door. Saudi Arabia wants to exercise influence much more than it has at present. So we'll see a change.
Right now, if you have to look at, let's say, a close competitor to India, that'd be only Indonesia. No one else.
I think in terms of population, we are so much bigger than everybody else, right? The only country which is anywhere near our size is China, which is why everybody is looking for India as an alternative to China.
+1,
But I think that if you are willing to go down to 250 million, then you're talking about countries like Indonesia.
And so you talked about Saudi Arabia. I'll just wrap up like last 2-3 questions because I know you have to leave. But so Saudi Arabia keeps going on and giving these speeches that we're going to be the new Europe of the world. Right. Do you think that'll happen?
They have a lot of money. I don't know how well that money is being spent. I talked a lot with,
Well, they're spending on football for sure.
Well, that's the issue, right? China also spent a lot on football, but didn't actually get anywhere. And now they're cutting back on all that spending. I think there's a lot of money available in Saudi Arabia right now, and they're trying to figure out what their path for growth is. But, going back to this book, it all comes down to the quality of your people and your assets. We emphasize, again, we need to make a huge difference in education and healthcare to get many of our people to the level where they can get those spectacular jobs. We talk throughout on how, when we talk to entrepreneurs, again and again in India, they say we don't find people.
Yeah.
When you talk to